Hi there, Igor. Great job with this essay. Let's get straight into it and see what you have written. Many people think hosting an international sporting event is beneficial to a country while others disagree. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Let's see what you had to say. Some people argue that hosting an international sporting event may be positive to their country, while others say that this kind of massive events could be harmful to a country's finances. Okay, it's fine. Here, you're getting a little close to basically copying what's written in the prompt, so I would like to see you change the wording a little bit. And this should be one sentence, okay? It just should be, together. Okay, and then others say that this kind of massive event, this kind, which meaning one, and massive event, singular, could be harmful to a country's finances. Fine. Although hosting these sporting events has the potential to promote improvements to the organizer, this essay believes that the amount of money invested for being a hosting does not pay off. Okay, two places that are a little awkward here, Igor. Has the potential to promote improvements to the organizer. This is unclear. I mean, these sporting events have, first of all, these events have the potential to encourage improvements in infrastructure, have the potential to, improve quality of life to the host country, something like that. But the way you phrase it here is a little awkward, okay? And then not being a hosting, but being a host. So this essay believes that the amount of money invested for being a host does not pay off. Okay, fine. Moving along. On the one hand, during a global sporting event, such as the Olympic Games or the Football World Cup, the host country, not hosting, host country is what this is called, is wisely exposed through all sorts of media for every single continent. I think you mean to every single continent, and you didn't need a comma here. So, is wisely exposed to all sorts of media to every single continent. This exposure has the power to sell a nation's image throughout the globe. Full stop here, Igor, and then start a new sentence. Furthermore, it could attract more international investments as well as increase gains with tourism. Nevertheless, history, not the history, but just history in general, demonstrates to us that there are only a few successful examples, not well-succeeded examples, like Barcelona in 1992, that really knew how to explore their global attention during the Olympic Games, and after that became one of the most visited cities in the world. Lovely. Great example. I like it. What you could have added here was just kind of like a wrap-up sentence, where you pretty much just rephrase what you said in the first sentence in order to just summarize the paragraph. Okay? Okay, so on the other hand, the investment in hosting an international, it should be massive international sporting event. As you probably know, in English, we have specific rules about the order of adjectives. If you don't know what that order is, you can look it up in a good grammar book, or I'm sure you can find it online, the order of adjectives, if you look for it on a search engine. It's really funny because it's something that a lot of learners of English have trouble with. However, to a native speaker, if you reverse some of like the key points, it makes the language sound kind of strange. So here, it really should be massive international sporting event. Okay, so again, on the other hand, the investment in hosting a massive international sporting event is undoubtedly high and with no success guarantees. Indeed. I would have said with no success guaranteed or with no guaranteed success. A little more natural. The issue is that the organizer country has the obligation to fulfill a giant list of requirements to get the opportunity to be the host, which in practical terms means a lot of money spent on very specific and temporary infrastructure that is very likely to be abandoned after the games. A lot of examples could be mentioned. However, the most recent and emblematic case is Brazil, which had a double chance to leave a real legacy to its precarious infrastructure, but ended up with a list of paralyzed and unfinished work all over the country, from tube stations to airports and so on. What a nice paragraph, Pablo. Really, really very good. The language is good. The examples are strong. It was really a nice paragraph, very convincing and solid. Again, the only thing you might have wanted to add perhaps is that kind of summary statement. So something like, therefore, it is clear that investment may not pay off, or something like that. Okay, in conclusion, although it is known that hosting an international sporting event might be beneficial to a given country, the reality shows us that due to the large amount of money consumed and with no guarantees whatsoever, this should be one word actually, the practical result is usually quite negative to the organizer country. Lovely. Really nice job there, Igor. It's very clear. It's very well supported. You've got some really strong examples there. Of course, you know, there are some little areas that needed a little improvement. So do continue to write. Do continue to get feedback. I'm really more than happy to correct these essays and help you get to the level you want to get to. So I really hope to see more essays of like this from you in the future.